Yo, what's happening, world? B-Marsh Boxing. Got it with the. What's up with y'all, man? Um, just read this article. You know, George Kambosos versus Devin Haney is highly likely for June the 5th, 2022 in Australia. You know what I'm saying? Initially, Undavailable had confirmed that the man Kambosos, who holds 3 of the 4 world titles at the lightweight division, is going to man Loma. Okay? Now, Lomachenko looks like he's going to commit to the war that's going on between Ukraine, his native country, versus Russia. So them fellas ain't going to leave this country to train for a fight on June the 5th, 2022. So he's not, that's out. Lomachenko has officially elected not to fight versus Kambosos because the man got a bigger war to fight, and that's fighting for the freedom of his country. Now, Devin Haney's been wanting to fight for Undisputed, and it looks like by the grace of this war going on between Ukraine and Russia, the man Devin Haney's going to get his opportunity, you know what I mean? And I'm happy, you know, it's not officially like they definitely said it's for sure. But Undavailable and them have no other alternative. They have no other option but to go with Devin Haney. But if you want to achieve greatness, Undavailable, if you want to achieve greatness for your fighter, how about you giving them opportunity to become undisputed at lightweight? That'll put him in the great names of fighters ever to come out of Australia. Undavailable, you make that happen, and so could Kambosos. Now, I gotta give it up to the man Lomachenko. I gotta give it up to him for showing that he's not just a guy who them fellas brought that action as far as trying to defend the honor of his country and fighting the war versus Ukraine versus Russia. I mean, he's going to defend his country, and he's foregoing an opportunity to become undisputed to fight for his country. So I gotta give it up to him, you know what I mean? Enough respect to Lomachenko, you know? Devin Haney, his opportunity is right here knocking on his front door, and I'm sure he's going to take that opportunity with an open hand and try to give us what he's been saying he's wanted for all these years, an opportunity to become undisputed at 135, you know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. As for, what's his name? Kambosos. George Kambosos, do I give Kambosos props? Not at all. Kambosos gets no love from B-Marsh Boxing. Fuck that shit. So I'm only taking this fight because his hands are tied. And he would look like a straight up coward if he didn't elect to fight the man Devin Haney due to the fact that, you know what I mean, Lomachenko is doing something honorable, you know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, would I fight for my country? I don't know about that. I'm fighting for my family. I don't know about fighting for my country. But different people got different pride, and they, you know, different pride for their country, and I commend everybody who got pride for their country and their nationality like that. Because I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't fighting in nobody's war. Nobody's. I'm gonna pull up Muhammad Ali. The Viet Cong ain't done shit to me. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. Now, like I said, Kambosos gets no props from me because, like I said, his hands were tied, his back was against the wall. Slim had no other choice but to face the man Devin Haney. And he's doing it reluctantly because we all know who his first option was, to fight the older Lomachenko, who's possibly over the hill. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. Now, Lomachenko has looked good in his comeback fights. After losing his world title to the man Kambosos, you gotta give it up to him. You know what I mean? Lomachenko has. Kambosos now has to prove that that shit wasn't a fluke. You know what I mean? And he gotta prove that he's the real deal on the world stage or the lightweight division. You know what I mean? Word up. And Kambosos gets no props from me because if there was no war in Ukraine and Russia, Kambosos and Devin and Lomachenko, they wouldn't even be looking in their rear mirror for the man Devin Haney. They would have swerved Slim. They would have left him just there crying and begging and pleading to get a unification fight. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to get his opportunity, God willing. Hopefully Lou DiBella does right by us boxing fans and they make this fight happen. And Lord knows, I hope the man Devin Haney goes over there to Australia and he gives that man George Kambosos that Jeff Fennick versus Zuma Nelson treatment. You know what I mean? That's what I'd like to see. You know what I'm saying? You check it now. Kambosos, I give him props for beating the man. What's that long-nosed dude? What's his name? Teofimo Lopez, right? But the fact that I'm going hard on Slim is because he didn't want this fight, y'all. He didn't want this fight for Undisputed. Any man who don't want an opportunity to become undisputed, fuck him. I got no respect for him. Because what you in the game for? You know what I mean? You check it. What are you in the boxing game for? And you know, Teofimo Lopez tried to pull that nut ass shit. Like, not Teofimo, I'm sorry, George Kambosos was trying to pull that lame shit like Teofimo Lopez talking about he undisputed. Boy, please. You ain't undisputed. You know who got the WBC strap. The last puzzle to become undisputed. And George Kambosos, hey man, it's your turn now to put yourself on that world stage. And he could possibly win the fight. This is not a given that Devin Haney wins a fight. Not at all. Not at all. But it's up to the man Devin Haney to show that man George Kambosos. Yeah. You picked the wrong one this time. You picked the wrong one. And that's what I'd like to see, really and truly. Because the man gets no props from me. He gets no accolades, no applause from me because he doesn't want this fight with him. His hand is being forced. His back is against the wall. And the fight's going to be in his home country, so he got a super advantage. Super duper major advantage. I mean, but it's up to the man, Devin Haney, like I said. Go get that man a Jeff Fennick versus Zuma Nelson type treatment. And you're going to live in history, boxing history. Because Lord knows, I remember that fight like it was yesterday in Australia. Take that trip, my guy. And let's get this undisputed fight happening on June the 5th, 2022. Be March Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. Hey, what's up, Mr. Doc? How you doing, man? I ain't see you in the chat, man. Just seen your name when I was about to sign off. What's happening, my G? Good to hear from you, man. Yeah, man, undisputed. Let's get it. No question about it. You know what I mean? Let's make this shit happen. Check it. What they gonna do with the Usyk situation? He's gonna be out there in Kiev, Ukraine, fighting for the honor for his country. What's he gonna do? That's a question I'd like to know, really and truly. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna vacate them 3 belts? He don't have to, in my opinion. The man AJ could go fight somebody else in the meantime, in between time. I don't care who he fights. It could be an Easy Touch. It could be Joe Joyce. That's the name I've been hearing floating around. Don't matter to me, you know what I mean? As long as we get to see that rematch. You know what I'm saying? Usyk versus AJ. You know, now if the shoes was on the other foot, and the man AJ had 3 straps, and Usyk was a challenger, but he's elected to go fight for his country, forget about it. Let's keep it moving. Let's see an AJ versus Tyson Fury fight. But that's just hyperbole and conjecture. Because we all know the man Anthony Joshua has 0 strikes. So he's not in any kind of position to call any shots as far as the magnitude of world title shit is concerned. I mean, so it is what it is. Mr. Doc says, hanging in there, bro. Them Ukraine boys in a tough spot at the moment. Joyce, a dangerous fight. That jab is no joke, absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to see that fight. Joe Joyce, it's up to him though, you know. He's knocking on the front door of a world title shot. It's only right, 2022, here we are. That man got his silver medal in 2016 Olympics. Come on now. 6 years in, that man should have had a title shot a year, maybe 2 years ago. I'm saying. So time will tell, but I'm sure if he takes a fight with AJ, and if he loses to Anthony Joshua, that's going to derail his opportunity to get a world title shot. So I'm sure he's weighing his options as well. You know what I mean? You know, it might be the fattest payday of his career. You know what I'm saying? Really and truly fighting AJ. I don't know what his payday would be like if he becomes a mandatory for one of those world titles at the heavyweight division. I mean, he might have to take some little 25% cut like the man, or maybe even lower, like Dillian White's game versus Tyson Fury. So it's a boxing game, you know what I mean? Boxing. The sport disguised as a business. You know what I mean? So fellas gotta weigh their options, make the right decisions, and I'm here for it. Mr. Doc says, yeah, Joyce is like 30, 36, so it's now or never. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, them fellas need to get that opportunity popping because, like you said, he's 36, and these are silver medalists. In a fight versus that French dude, Tony Yoka, which a lot of people thought could have gone either way, and they gave it to the man, Joe Joyce. So the man, and I didn't even want to talk about Tony Yoka's professional career. That's one joke of a Frenchman, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't Fabrice Tiozzi and them kind of fellas. You know I'm saying? Fabrice Tiozzi and they had another good fighter at the lightweight division back in the I forgot his name. Black dude. Mendy, was it Mendy? France don't produce too many great boxers, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't Fabrice and Christophe Tiozzi, I'll tell you that, because Tony Yoka's a joke for a man who has a gold medal, you know what I mean? See, yo, big ups to everybody in the chat. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up on your way in and on your way out. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. Big up my man, Mr. Doc. You already know. Salute. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm gone. Mr. Doc says, as far as Yoka, what professional career? No BS. A little professional career that has been tarnished a little bit by steroid PED use. And the man that doesn't even have 18 fights under his belt. It is what it is, all right? V-Marsh Boxing, salute to all y'all. I'm gone.